the next step is cart ads, right? So
That's right.
how many
Yeah,
people are adding to cart after coming to the page?
that's right.
So this is not conversion yet. This is just cart ads because, as you know, not every single cart ads become a purchase. I
Yeah.
wish they did,
I
but they
wish.
don't.
I wish. I know.
So how how can you increase cart ads?
Yeah, that's a good one. So add to carts. Usually we find that add to carts, it depends on, it's a good reflection of how good your product page is. Because we have identified that if you get good amount of impressions, good amount of clicks, but suddenly in the funnel we see a huge drop on add to carts, that means there is an issue, a fundamental issue on the offer. Because why somebody see the product, they click, they feel excited, and then boom, they go down. There is an issue there on the offer, right? So we need to understand what is happening on the listing and why we're not having those add to carts. Something that we do when we identify this issue, we try to compare also our products to the top competitors in the space. We do what we call also a media comparison. Like, let's say we identify that we have a huge drop of add to carts after the click. We compare 6 images and video, and you can do this. There are tools, for example, such as Helium 10 that allow you to compare all the media with Listing Analyzer. And we try to understand why our images are not conveying and driving to that add to cart button. So we need to understand if we're not comparing our product properly against the competition, we're missing a key infographic, we're not mentioning certain amount of ingredients or features. Once we know that images are mint and they're in the right position, we jump into the copy, right? Maybe in the copy where says something that's putting people off, right? We had this example that, for example, this lady was selling a cheeses, right? And type of kits for cheese. And the issue she was having a drop in conversion because one of the ingredients that she had on the kit, and we identify this later, was basically not allowed for vegan people. People didn't that was vegan couldn't eat this somehow. There was a restriction there. And then basically by identifying this and comparing our cheese against our cheeses, after removing this and highlighting this on the pictures, we saw a huge increase on add to cart. So basically when we were dropping the ball, it was on one of the ingredients that was basically not connecting with those impressions and clicks. They were coming, but then, oh no, that ingredient is not for me. They were dropping. So usually when you see that drop of add to cart, there is something there in the listing that's causing that doubt, because the fact that you have that excitement, people click, that means your main images and pricing is good because they're clicking, but then they're dropping off. Usually is something to do with that. And the second thing that people don't do a lot and we do, that's usually improves the add to carts, defensive campaigns on your listings. A ton of time, the reason why you're losing a lot of add to carts is because you don't realize that your competitors are targeting you with sponsor display. That means under the buy box, there's a competitor ad showing there that you can do with sponsor display. That they are targeting you with that, or they're doing very aggressive sponsor products at the bottom. Sometimes at the top, there's some sponsor brands that could appear from competitors. So if you go on your main page right now and you identify that a lot of your competitors are taking those spots, that's already one answer about why you're losing add to cart, because people were interested in your product in the first place. Impressions are up, clicks are up. They go inside and add to carts are down. That means somebody is saying, come to me within your product details pages, and you need to fix that. How you fix it? You do pro defensive campaigns. You target your own listing, so you remove that competition from the pro details pages, and usually that also allow you to improve the add to cart. Because I mean, it's simple. If you're a consumer and you're shopping for a product, and then I go on the pro details pages and your competitor is showing me his product under the buy box with a sponsor display, his product is maybe $1, $2 cheaper, and it reviews are similar, just because of that dollar difference, I could jump, and once I am in his page, if he's doing a very good job with ads, then you lost one customer. So
how do you run that pro defensive campaign?
So the limitation with the defensive campaigns that you need to have a catalog, because if you only have an ASIN, then you don't have enough ASINs to basically occupy all the placements, right? So usually for brands that I would say for brands that have a minimum of 10 to 15 SKUs, then this strategy would perfectly work. That's enough SKUs to basically occupy as many placements as possible. But if, for example, you're only selling, I don't know, your hero product is a backpack and that's your only product, you're gonna struggle because you don't have other backpacks. Unless the strategy you could do, you have other colors, and basically you target with different colors your other colors, and basically try to captivate those placements. So that's the limitation. Yeah.
You know, so essentially you're spending advertising dollars, advertising your own ASINs under your top.
Yeah.
What are your target
Exactly.
ASIN? Call it the target
Yeah.
ASIN. Your target
Yeah, to
ASIN.
make sure the competitors are not there stealing, because you made so much effort bringing the traffic, people landing your list, and then you're losing them because a competitor is advertising under your listing. So
Yeah, and don't expect too much from those advertising dollars though. When you
yeah, of course, those are more, well, it depends. You'll be surprised because if you have I have a brand that we manage that is like supplements, and supplements go very these kind of supplements that they sell, they go very side to side in terms of one does and the other one does. So basically, in this case, the strategy actually improved their sales because let's say they were selling vitamin C. Oh, I actually also need vitamin D, I need magnesium, I need this. And if you keep advertising your whole listings over and over, you create a strategy called the brand halo effect, which is basically you keep them in the same loop and they don't even come across other brands, and they always shop from you because you keep them running and running in terms of your own brand, because all the placements are yours. So that's the thought process. Yeah.